in the last sort of 3 games, you've not really been able to, or haven't played the more expansive style. Is that simply down to the what you say about possession and not maybe using possession as well as you would like, or is that again just something that has just happened organically?
Nowadays, there's two phases of the game. You have the ball or you don't have the ball. And I think in the last couple of games, defensively, we did some good stuff. But I think what let us down a little bit is when we have a possession. I think we didn't take enough risk to play and to create difficulty for the opposition team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mark Wyatt from Football London, please.
Hi, Patrick. Can you hear me okay? First of all, good to have you back on the touchline today after missing you on Friday. Just going into the team news a little bit, if you don't mind. Obviously, Joachim Andersen not deemed fit enough for the weekend. Was that just a precaution to make sure that he's got time to recover enough for the next game?
No, it's just because he wasn't good enough to play. I think his injury wasn't clear enough to allow him to take part of this game.
And then just on that first half as well, like you mentioned earlier, not having that possession in midfield and able to kind of get your team up the pitch. What do you put that down to? Was that United's strength, or was that Palace just not being able gritty enough to get the ball?
Yeah, I think we wasn't brave enough to find those players in between the line, and I think we didn't make the right decision to allow ourselves to play forward, and I think we play a little bit too much long balls, and that is not what we used to, and I think there were at times some opportunities to move the ball a little bit more quicker, to be brave enough to play forward, and we didn't do it.
And like you said, they're trying to get the ball forward, but when it did get to those forward players, those chances weren't being created or converted at all, were they? Obviously, Ayew's miss just before the goal was a big one. How did you see that from the sidelines?
Yeah, I think at time I believe that our front three could hold the ball better. I think we didn't keep the ball well enough up front, and I think talking about Jordan, of course, he had the big chance of the game, and he didn't take it. But on the other side, I think he was fantastic for us today. His work ethic, I think he was the best player up front.
And then just finally from me as well, the changes that you made, bringing on obviously Eze coming on towards the end there, and Michael Olise giving you a bit more attacking impetus maybe. In terms of players who didn't get on the pitch, I know you want to focus on those who were, but those guys in midfield like Will Hughes, who really impressed last time in that short cameo against Leeds, was there any reason behind, did you just want to get those attacking players on? Was that the reason why we didn't see Will today?
Yeah. I had the plan to bring him, but obviously when you consider goals, you're looking at the players who can score or create chances. So I just went with Eze and Michael.
Okay, thank you, Patrick. All the best.
Thanks, Mark. Jim Conlon, RCB Sport.
Hi, Patrick. Just on Fred's goal, it was a great finish, but do you feel you could have done more defensively to maybe get out and block the shot and rush the shot and put more pressure on it?
Yeah, I think, when you look at the chances on our left-hand side, I think Wilfried could come and play the 2 against 1 a little bit more quicker, and I think we can close down Fred a little bit more quicker. But we were, I think, 4-5 against 2 around the ball, so we were a little bit lack of aggressivity there.
And I suppose, Patrick, after a great start to the season, it's a small rut of bad form just of late. How important is the next game now? Does it take on extra incentive and to try and get a positive result and maybe try and not that so successive losses build up?
Yeah, I think it's important to win the next match. We have to to analyze the part of the game that really need to improve. I always say that during the season, it will be a period where we will go through a difficult period. And this is a period where we will have to stick together and work even harder. So, of course, at the end, the result in the last 2 games is not what we wanted or what we were looking for. But when you're looking at the game on himself and how we played, I think there's a lot of positiveness to take from those performances that we had.